Hello everyone, welcome to Homeschool Autism Life. My name is Jamie and today's video is another open collaboration with Jessica from the Waldock Way and Abby from Rooted in Rest. And so today they wanted us to share all about our homeschool Christmas plans, and I am so looking forward to Christmas this year. Lots of stuff has been happening in life, and I feel like this is a perfect excuse to slow down. I don't know if any of you feel that way. It's hard to do at Christmas. It's hard, but I've kind of decided that I so desperately need it. The great thing about these collaborations is that you have a chance to watch lots of other mamas talk about their Christmas plans and how much they're doing or not doing, or if they're changing their plans at all. So I really encourage you to look down below in the description box and check out all those other mamas who are part of this collab. Thank you from Jessica. Thank you to Jessica from the Waldock Way and Abby from Rooted in Rest. So, as I mentioned just a smidgen before, I have had a year, nothing crazy, nothing super bad, just lots of extra things that came up. This summer we had a deck project that got way out of control, and that kind of ate up into my prep time for my kids' homeschool, like wrapping up the last year and then starting to prep for this year. There's just so many things happening. And so I was really just struggling to go, okay, trying to feel caught up and ready for the year ahead. And I feel like I'm just when you feel like you're clawing your way back, then something happens and it's not. So this is the perfect excuse for me to say we need a slowdown, we need to stop. And so the main part of our homeschool is going to be lots and lots of read alouds, and I will go through a whole bunch that I've got here. And then our homeschool for my girls, because I have an autistic son who's 14, and then I have two typically developing daughters. We are, generally speaking, a gather around family or unit study. Family is how I choose to homeschool. And so for this year, for this Christmas, they're going to be doing math up to a certain point, and then I'll give them a break on that. But the majority of our paperwork I'm taking a break on. And so we are still going to be doing some homeschool, but we're going to be doing the campfire curriculum in the season of Noel. Caroline Noel. So it's a lot about the songs of Christmas, and I figured that this would be an excuse for mommy to practice her piano. And also just, there's not a lot of paperwork involved, but there's fun activities that I would really like to look into for my kiddos. The only work that I am going to have us do is this the IEW. We do IEW, and I'm going to have them write a series of 2 or 3 stories based on 3 pictures that they pick, and they can write about anything Christmassy. I've made the rule no death, dying, maiming, that sort of thing. I don't know if you have kiddos who are like that, where every time they write a free story, it ends up being something weird and wacky. So I've kind of decided let's hold off on that. But I want them to do a series, and that's all the paperwork writing that they're going to do. For my autistic son, we are doing it a little bit differently. He will still be going through most of the things that I do with him, his math. I will leave a link down below how I do math with him. I'll do probably some of his gather around stuff still to maintain the rhythm of it, because for him those rhythms are really important and really help him focus. But we're also doing something called writing his own story. I don't know if it's called that, it's just what I call it. But it's something that I have found really is such a good thing for him. I will leave a link down below if you're interested to a couple of the ones. But for Christmas, this is what we're going to do. And I love it for reading. I love it for comprehension. I love it for, expanding his language, all of the things. And then I figured we would also... I would also make some sort of cards or something a little bit more crafty. He's not a colorer. He doesn't like coloring, but this is something that he could do, which I think will be helpful. So the first part of our morning for Christmas is doing read-alouds, and we are going to be going through our Advent book. I will see if I can leave a link down below to when I made this, but it comes with a free printable PDF that I found that we will read through all of these ones, and then preparing the way for Jesus, just a way to focus on the reason for the season and not get distracted too much with stuff. That was an important one. I do want to, it's got a tag on it still. I found this at our local dollar store. I think I'm going to be reading a few little excerpts out of this. Nothing too crazy because it does get fairly in-depth. And I feel like my kids are like, oh, Mom, read-alouds aren't fun. So in the light of that, I am going to read some of this book, which I am super excited about. I got it this year for school this year. And I'm really excited. It's 2,000 Years of Faith, Fable, and Festivities, The History of Christmas by Heather Lefebvre. I am loving just going through and finding just some of the information that they talk about. I think it's Christmas and America. I love the ideas that they have written here. There's a Martin Luther Protestant Christmas. So there's lots of interesting things that we can learn about history through this Christmas thing. While they do read-alouds, I usually pull out Christmas coloring things. I don't know if they're going to be interested in them this year because we have already been coloring stuff, but for like family and stuff. But I have it. I have a few different books like that. And then I also bought for this year Jotham's Journey, and I'm really excited. Every time I watch Mama who talks about these books, she talks about how they're really engaging, and I just want our Christmas this year to be very much cozy, sitting on the couch, cup of hot chocolate, and reading stories. So I will probably still assign my kids a reader or readers for the Christmas holidays just because I really like doing that. But I have a bunch of different ones that we'll probably just read, just for fun. And then these are just like silly little books that I've had for ages and ages. This one's about the angels. I have some of these Mandy books that I thought were kind of neat that my daughter-in-law will probably read. She wants me to read this one, which I found very interesting, Little King December. I have this fun one that's just weird but true Christmas. And so that's just kind of a silly fun one. My Darian loves, as you saw before, The Grinch Who Loves Christmas, so we'll be reading that one. And then this one is Rudolph. And I got these in a variety of different places. Our local dollar store, I've got them at bookoutlet.ca.com for my American friends. And then The Night Before Christmas, I've wanted that one. And then this one, I can't even remember where I got, but it's just a cute little story about Christmas. So at the end of the day, that's my hope for the season, is that we'll be able to do more crafts, more baking, more fun things like that. Usually in past years, I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off, and I really want to endeavor to fix that. I have some crafting stuff and boxes to prepare. We want to send a lovely box to my friend down in Florida. Just send silly stuff that you can only get in Canada and send it down to them. So I'm really excited about doing that. We have family parcels that we have to build, and I just want to take the time to do those things with my girls instead of get your work done, get your work done, get your work done while mommy tries to like put all of this together. Yeah, so that's kind of my hope. That's my dream. We'll see how it happens, but I know that this season is not about the busyness. This season is about praising the ginormous gift that is Jesus coming to save and redeem us. And I just want that to be the focus, in my heart as a mama and as a homeschool teacher. And that's what I'm so endeavoring to achieve this year with God's help. So I hope that this has been a helpful video. Please do click on the videos down, or the link down below to that playlist, so you can see all the other mamas chatting about this. We'll talk to you next time. Bye.